Hello and welcome to the Lusail Stadium, just about 10 miles to the north of Doha, here in Qatar. I'm Derek Ray, ready here in the commentary position, and alongside me is the former Arsenal, West Ham and Coventry midfielder, Stuart Robson. And both teams with one game each under their belt already. Let's see how they fare this time around. It's Iran versus Wales.
Yeah, thanks, Derek. Well, after their opening game result, they need a big performance here. They've got to play on the front foot and play with a bit more adventure. Otherwise, they will be going out.
And a look at the lineup for Iran.
Well, this system gives them a good defensive base. A well-drilled back four, a solid midfield with wide players tucking in, and two forwards who can press the ball. But does it provide enough fluidity going forward? I'm never sure.
A look at the starters for Wales. Ben Davies plays alongside Ethan Ampadu in central defence, and they line up with just the one striker looking to do a bit of damage. And they kick off here. James. The referee correctly decided to play advantage. Joe Allen. He takes aim. And no way through. Not to be advised giving the ball away there. Well, couldn't keep it. Bale, chances on. In it goes! That will do nicely for starters. First goal of the game.
Well, this is a brilliant strike, as you can see. He hits it with so much power, the keeper had no chance. Fantastic finish.
So the ball rolling again with the scoreline standing at 1-0. Well, he has the measure of his opponent. Could play it in. No, not the best challenge. Decided to come in from the flank. Now just the tackle that was needed. And the referee is quite rightly letting it go. Running with the ball confidently, but a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. Roberts. Bale. Keeper there to collect. Jahanbakhsh. Ahmad Nurolahi. And in the perfect position to read it. Joe Allen. Now with Bale. Sustained pressure and they have the ball now. Vahid Amiri. Straight offside, but only just. Roberts. And back with Bale. Cross towards that far post. Well, I suspected that might be difficult for the keeper, but I was wrong. Good bit of pressing. James. Ramsey has it. Could cross it in here. Gives it a go. Tremendous block. Well, not giving him any breathing room. Ahmad Nurolahi. Well, they want that equaliser, but their passing remains smooth. Could be threatening. Crossing opportunity. And will it be the leveller? And he's done it! Parity again! A magnificent game unfolding.
Well, here it is again. He goes past his marker so easily with just a drop of the shoulder, while the movement in the box is equal to it. It's such good timing. What a goal.
So, a level contest, 1-1. Bale. And he read it well defensively. Ahmad Nurolahi. And scope for them to produce something exciting. Well, the cross was deep, a little too deep. And the counter-attack is on, options available. Well, that break looked so promising, but nothing coming from it. Roberts. Allen with it. Very alert defending to put a stop to the chance. Jahanbakhsh. And does well to keep it in play. Well, that's a really good authoritative tackle. Throw in here. Promising attack, this. Well, disappointing end to the move. Bale. Roberts. Ramsey has it. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. James. Roberts. Dan James. Can he finish? Oh, keeper in control. Who's going to get on the end of it? Well, he failed to get it away properly. And in the end, no damage done. Can they hit on the break? And it looked like open road for them, but up a dead end. Well, he has the measure of his opponent. Can they forge ahead? Well, they would have done had it not been for the keeper.
Well, they should be ahead now. Yes, it was a good save, Derek, but he should score from there.
Playing it short. Well, a corner right on the back of the last one. They take it short. It has to be! Well, such a high degree of difficulty, not quite in the end.
Well, how good was that? It's such a difficult piece of skill, which he made look so easy. That deserved a goal.
Amiri. Well, far from the ideal pass, you've got to say. James. Well, he made that interception look routine. In truth, it wasn't. And options in the centre. Dan James. Gareth Bale at the ready. Oh, a very fine header, but it wouldn't go in for him. An opportunity to forge ahead from this corner situation. And the short option preferred. Has a go. And pushed away to safety. It's a corner. And taken short. And a very good challenge. Out of play and a Wales throw-in forthcoming. Bale. An alert piece of defending. So 2 minutes of stoppage time to be added on. Amiri. Space afforded him. And a goal kick will be next. Well, the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at the end of 45 minutes in this game. Well, he's been the standout for his side so far, don't you think, Stuart?
Well, he certainly got his team back into this game with that goal, because up to that point, they hadn't played particularly well. I think he's had a decent first half, but he'll be looking to build on his goal in the second 45.
Away they go again. Second half is underway here. Bale. Now with James. Well, that's wonderful attacking play. And the penalty has been given here. Well, no card, just a warning and a fair few protestations.
Well, not every foul is a yellow card. I think the referee is right here.
This to put them back in front. And he slots it home with confidence.
Well, as you can see, the keeper just stands still and the ball's hit down the side of him. It's a strange one in the end.
Well, back underway as we reflect on the goal that's made it 2-1. How about the cross? Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. Amiri. Osmoon. Well, you can sense the threat is there, but then the one that goes astray. That's useful play. Well, that's how to dispossess your opponent. And he's broken free. Well, unable to hold his run, and that's offside. Sardar Osmoon. Now, do they mean business on this occasion? Options in the centre. Could be. And it's in! All square again. What a match this is turning out to be.
Well, it's great awareness of space in the box, and then he shows a lot of composure with the finish. That's a clever goal.
Well, another equaliser. What a topsy-turvy game this has been. Ramsey. Roberts. Well, they have the ball once more. Difficult to stop him. Could cross it in here. Must take the lead here. Oh, in the opinion of the referee, that is a penalty. Well, he's avoided a booking, but the complaints continue.
And I can understand why. I think it's a poor foul. It should be a yellow card for me.
This to put them in front. Oh, he's put it wide!
Well, he went for the corner, but he's made a real mess of that.
Now what can they do from here? Might take the lead. In it goes! He's made it a brace for himself. No stopping him, apparently.
Well, here's the replay. Watch how he goes past his man with such ease, and it's just a change of pace. And his movement's so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head. Smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal.
You can't really say defences are on top. 3-2. Jahan Bash. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. Possession lost by Wales. Vahid Amiri. He has time to play it over. Oh, dealt with by the goalkeeper. They've decided that now is the time to go to the bench. And over comes the corner. Not all that convincing defensively. Well, they can keep possession of it now. Ramsey. Kiefer Moore. Really good challenge. Well, beating his opponent. Oh, surely. Oh, and it goes! Now he has his hat-trick. A special moment for him.
Well, here it is again. He goes past his marker so easily with just a drop of the shoulder. And then what a strike. That's hit with such ferocity. Certainly no stopping that. That's a great goal.
So the current scoreline, 4-2. Twenty minutes remaining. Bale. I must say, this looks promising. Amiri. And a chance to whip it in here. Bale, a real opening now. And tremendous goalkeeping.
Well, he just made it so difficult for the striker. His presence alone just caused him a problem.
It's a short corner. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Now sliding in field. Superb block. Well, we're inside the final quarter of an hour now. Just not looking confident in possession. Dan James. Well, he would have been disappointed had he spilled that one. Sardar Osman. And he's in. And a goal to put the final stamp on it. That will do it.
Well, here it is again, and it's all about the pace in transition. They're so quick to get out from the back, and when he gets onto it, he decides to go for power. It's a really emphatic finish, which gives the keeper no chance.
Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. Oh, big chance! And a decent save, full credit. Promising avenue of attack, courtesy of Ramsey. And no problems at all for the keeper. Mehdi Taremi. Jahan Bash. Really getting stuck in. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. And a throw-in it's going to be. Well, they are committed to making the substitution here. Ampadu. Bale. Well, trying to place it, but without any great success.
Well, maybe went for the wrong technique. If he'd have hit it with power, may have got a better result. That's a poor effort, really.
So deciding to make a personnel change at this juncture. Well, they did have the ball, but not anymore. Able to skip past his man. Oh, fine stop. They will now make use of their substitutes bench. Over it comes. And there it is, a goal. But will it be purely a consolation at this stage of the proceedings? They haven't been at their best.
Well, here you can see it again. It's a superb cross, just asking for someone to go and meet it. And then what a great finish as well. Good connection with the ball, leaving the keeper with little chance. It's a great goal.
Not a scoreline we see all that often. 5-3. Bale. The delivery. How simple for the keeper. And the referee has decided to add on a minimum of 5 minutes. Can they hit on the break? Well, that was easy on the eye, and he didn't miss by much.
Well, that's how to counter-attack. They did it with such pace, just couldn't finish it off.
Substitution time it is here. Not the pass he had in mind. Real chance. Well, decent save there. Can he deliver it with accuracy? Just not a particularly good corner there. Ramsey. A chance maybe from the wide position. Dan James. Well, clattered away. So with that, we can now say it's all over. And the outcome they were hoping for, certainly. A victory, and you can't argue with that, Stuart.
Well, Derek, it was fairly comfortable in the end because they were tactically superior, had better individuals, and were always a threat going forward. It was a really good performance and a good result as well.